I have Coach Dennis Franchione with me. Coach, three straight, down to the wire mental games. What do you tell them to prepare themselves mentally for a tough game against Lafayette?
Well, all of our games are going to be like that. If we're going to win, that's for sure. I mean, it's a battle, and every college football play comes down to a handful of plays or less, and we certainly have been the epitome of that through most of our games this year. And we're just a few plays away from being 5-0, and we're just a few plays away from being 1-4. So we just got to get up and play every play, and they've done a great job of doing that so far.
48-24 in your last meeting against Lafayette last year. Teams have switched, your offense up tempo. They've kind of returned 19 starters. Do you feel like you've closed the gap on them this year heading into your matchup?
I hope so. Last year wasn't much fun. I know we're a better football team. Whether we've moved into the front seat with them remains to be seen, but we're better, and so we're anxious to prove we're better. But they are the class of the league and deserve to be talked about that way because they've been the champion 3 years in a row. So that's what you have to model yourself after, and that's what you have to work to be.
Terrance Broadway, starting quarterback, senior, one of the premier quarterbacks in the conference, led the league in passing rating last year. He's kind of struggled this year, in his progressions and everything. Have you seen that on the tape, or what's going on with their offense, since it hasn't started well so far?
Well, I think the biggest thing is they played good football teams. They played Ole Miss, who's number 4 in the nation. They played Boise State, who's always a good football team. The one game that was probably a little bit of a surprise was Louisiana Tech for whatever reason. But I thought Terrance played very well last week against Georgia State. He looked like he was in a pretty good groove, and he got his good receiver back, and that helped him, I think, a little bit. And he's still the guy in this league, and I think we all recognize him as the guy that he drives their team, and he's certainly capable of winning football games.
In that game, Broadway set season high in passing yards and passing touchdowns. Like you said, he had his starting receiver, Jamal Robinson, back. What is having him, add to the offense dimension?
Well, he's a big play guy. He's 6'4". He's got good speed. He makes you have to think about, do you double team him? And if you double team him, then what do you do with the others? What do you do with the run game? Things like that. And if you don't double him, he's a force to be reckoned with out there, and he's going to make plays. And so it's a challenge to defend their entire offense across the board.
Offensively, you have two good running backs, Terrance Franks, Rob Lowe, splitting the carries. Kind of consider them co-starters. How easy does it make your job, when you have two guys that you can rely on to run the ball?
Well, good, as long as they're both healthy. You don't worry about which one's in the game. Rob may be a little better on certain plays, and Terrance may be a little better on certain ones. But for the most part, they're just two good, solid running backs, and I don't look out there and see which one's in because I have confidence in both of them.
Tuesday night game, ESPN2, your first game of your career coaching on ESPN on Tuesday night. What does this game mean for the program that you're trying to build?
Well, I think this is an opportunity for the nation to see Texas State football. This is just our third year. We're 2.5 years into being an FBS program, and it's an opportunity to display that. It's a great opportunity for our university and our students, student body, to display their spirit and what our university is about. And for San Marcos, it's a great opportunity for our beautiful town to have an opportunity to display itself, because this is a great place to live and a great university in so many ways. And we hope our football team can be a good representative of everything Tuesday night.